So in the first session with OCD, this is the way I explain to a teenager what OCD is. Let's imagine there's a man and he is really worried about being attacked by a dragon. He's just scared that this dragon's going to come down and eat him. He doesn't want to be eaten by a dragon, so he puts on all his armor. I'm afraid I don't have a normal knight toy, so you have to go with Boba Fett in this story. He puts on all his armor and walks down the street. The thing you know about armor is it's heavy, walking is slow, and you got this big helmet, so vision is really impaired. He can't see much, but he gets to his destination and he's like, phew, I wasn't eaten by a dragon. Then at the end of the day, it's time to walk home again. And he goes, I'm worried about being eaten by a dragon again. I know there's a risk of dragons. How do I know? Because I had to wear all this armor. Putting on the armor becomes the proof that there must be a risk. He wouldn't need the armor if there wasn't a risk. So he puts on his armor and he walks down the street again. Again, it's slow, it's tiring, and his vision is really impaired. And this is kind of what OCD is like. You're so worried about the bad thing happening that you wear lots of armor, and then the armor becomes evidence that the bad thing might happen. And this goes round and round in a circle. So we will draw this up with someone and we'll say, what is your particular dragon? And we'll list their worries. And what is your armor? And we'll list all their observable compulsions and all their internal compulsions. Sometimes you might notice that the family really wants to help this person. They know there's no dragons, but they also really care about their teen. So they send the armored car out to go get their teen as well. And this is kind of the category you can put the accommodation. The thing about wearing armor, it's tiring and slow, but you also don't get a chance to notice there aren't really any dragons. Or at least you could cope if a dragon attacked you, which isn't very likely because dragons aren't real. So this is one of the ways that I like to start explaining OCD in the first session, and then we'll keep coming back to it because the people I work with, they'll try and drop some of their armor. And we've got this metaphor we can keep coming back and going, actually, I'd rather you walked a meter with no armor than walk the whole way home with some of the armor.